She saw it with her own eyes. Other women are sitting in her husband's car, but she didn't even have the courage to confront. I'd rather be in a hurry. I just don't want to make a phone call to make it clear. And Al and the rich girl have arrived at the seaside. Prepare for fishing. But Al kept thinking about Annie. Fishing is also absent-minded. The rich woman wanted to take the opportunity to get close to Al, but Elgin didn't bother to talk to her. Rich women don't feel embarrassed. After going back, she was in front of Anne. Just say she went fishing with Al. It's really romantic and happy if you do it again. The memory lost by the car accident. It must be able to recover. And suddenly felt jealous. She unconsciously looked at Al, but Al didn't explain anything. Fortunately, my mother-in-law stood up at this time. She told the rich woman, "My son has married and become a family. Whether you remember it or not, you have to accept this fact." The rich woman cannot refute at this time. Until Annie left, the rich woman finally couldn't help it. She angrily accused the old woman. "Why only a few days? You just talked to that poor woman." The old woman interrupted the rich woman. She said she couldn't get back her love by pretending to lose her memory. To get rid of that poor woman completely, then you have to listen to me. It turns out that the old woman has been. She is acting. Annie didn't notice it at all. She was still sulking at Al. Al didn't want to talk to herself when he saw Anne. That night he lay in bed pretending to be ill. Al said later that he had a cold. Let Annie feed him to check his temperature. Later, he said that he was dizzy. Ask Annie to cook some soup for him. Annie said she didn't want to talk to him, but after all, it's hard-spoken and soft-hearted. She cooked the soup for Al and brought it in. But I heard Al on the phone with a friend. That lively appearance. Where can I feel sick? Annie knew that Al was pretending to be ill. He told Al to go to bed early. There is no soup for you today. Then, he left angrily. Al was so anxious that he scratched his beard. He didn't realize what he had done wrong. Al couldn't help asking and why she was angry. He said if it was because I went fishing with a rich girl, then I can promise you, I just want to help her recover her memory as soon as possible. But Annie remembered the scene of Al holding a rich girl. She was so angry that she didn't want to say a word. Al saw Annie keep silent. He gradually lost his patience. Just then, he got a call from the company. The company needs him to handle foreign business. I don't know when I can come back as soon as I leave. Al hopes Annie can persuade herself not to go. Annie doesn't want Al to leave her, but her words just couldn't be said. Al was extremely disappointed. He agreed to the company's request. The second day, Al told his family about going abroad. The old woman smiled and had an idea in her heart.